Dear students, welcome you all for the 36th session of Modern Marketing of 5th semester Mangalore University. So in this session we are going to discuss meaning of advertising and also what is advertising budget. So session will cover introduction, meaning of advertising, definition of advertising, objectives of advertising, and lastly advertising budget. So what is the learning objective of this session? The learning objective is to make the students understand the concept of advertising and also the advertising budget. So outcome of the session is the students will come to know the concept of advertising and they will be able to prepare advertising budget. So let's begin, students. Let's go to the introduction. Now let's go to the root of advertising. The advertising has come from the Latin word. So advertising ಎಂಬ ಪದ actually Latin ಪದದಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದೆ. So what is that? The word is advertere. So advertere means to turn. Okay, to turn to. To turn to in the sense to turn the people towards it. It also means attracting the people towards it or turning the attention of the people towards a product. So ultimately, the meaning of advertising is turning the attention of the people towards a product. So you take a product and many people do not know about that product. Now you have the task informing the people that this is what the product, this is what the price of the product, and these are the features of the product, so that the people will come to know about the products, and that is what advertising. ಈಗ advertise the meaning ಏನಂತ ನೋಡೋಣ. So it means informing the public of the availability of a particular product or service, stimulating their desire for the advertised product or service, and including them to buy the same. So what does advertising means? So it means informing the public. So it means you are telling something to the people about the availability of a particular product. So till then people do not know whether there was a product. For example, now Apple iPhone 12, they are introducing the product. So unless and until the Apple company tells that we have manufactured Apple 12, people will not come to know that there is something called Apple 12. So once they tell the people that, then people will come to know about the product and they will buy. And also stimulating their desire. So not only telling the people, but it should stimulating a desire in the people to buy the product. So that is what advertising. So second meaning, if you go, it is a paid form of non-personal presentation of goods, services, or ideas to the masses by an identified sponsor. So this is something advanced here. So it means it is a paid form of non-personal. So you're not personally presenting the goods or nor services nor the ideas. So whatever that you communicate, whatever that you inform to the people, you have to pay something. It's not free of cost. Okay, maybe the media that you choose, you may have to pay something to communicate anything regarding goods, services, or ideas. You are not personally giving the goods or giving the services, rather than it is non-personal presentation of goods to the people when identified sponsor. So this is the meaning of advertising. And let's go to the definition given by two important sources, that is Professor Albert Frey and National Association of Marketing Teachers of America. Let's go to the definition given by Professor Albert Frey, what he tells. So according to him, advertising is the preparation of visual and oral messages and their dissemination through paid media for the purpose of making people aware of and favorably inclined towards a product, brand, service, institution, idea, or point of view. Okay, so advertising is the preparation of visual. So he says that it's preparation of visual content and also the oral messages. So visual means what? Visual means something we can see. Oral means the message that one person or that is communicated and their dissemination. So you present that visual and oral messages through paid media. So if you are going for a free media, there is no free media actually. So you have to pay something. For example, you have one product. Okay, one product. Say example, you have manufactured a new laptop. So if you want to tell this information to the people, then okay, you have to pay something to the channels through which you want to communicate. For example, if I say TV is my media, TV is my channel to communicate, because many people watch TV either for serials, either for entertainment, either for films, either for games, so many. Okay, so I have to pay something so that they will accept my advertisement and then they will deliver the information to the masses. So that is what. So this is a paid media for the purpose of making people. So main intention of definition, what Professor Albert Frey stresses on is making people aware of and favorably inclined towards a product. So not only telling the people that there is a product, but they should be inclined towards buying that product or brand or service. So that is what advertising according to Professor Albert Frey. Then according to National Association of Marketing Teachers of America, what they say is advertising is any paid form of non-personal presentation of goods. So as we discussed in the meaning itself, it's a paid form. So nobody is giving it for free. So if you want to really or effectively communicate to the people, then you have to pay something. So it's a paid form of non-personal. So you are not directly presenting the information as such physically. No, you are presenting in the non-personal form. So presentation of goods, services, ideas to group, such presentation being openly sponsored by the advertisers. So there are certain sponsors who sponsor the this particular campaign, that is advertisement campaign. So that it can reach to the large number of people. So this is what the definition given by National Association of Marketing Teachers of America. Then what are the objectives? Quickly let us go to the objectives of advertising. The first one is to create demand. See, unless you communicate to the people, then there is no buyers for your product. So how can you create a demand? Demand means there are more number of customers coming and demanding for the product. So how it is done? So as I given the example, Apple iPhone. Okay, it's a familiar brand. It has very lot of popularity. So once you tell the people that there is a new model of iPhone, then definitely many people will rush to buy. So automatically demand is created. Then second one, maintaining existing demand. So once you create the demand, you have to maintain that existing demand. So what you do? So you do additions, you do more, you add more features and all those things. So how will you tell the people that? So you have to tell people through advertisement so that you can maintain the existing demand. Then extending the market. So if you want to extend the market in terms of adding different products or going to different markets, then definitely when you are entering into the new market, you have to communicate to the people on which area or which product that you are introducing, where you are going to introducing all these things. So it becomes easy for the people to know about your product so that you can easily extend the market. Then warning the public. So advertisement also used, or it's one of the objectives to warn the people regarding the product. Okay, whether this product is a good product or bad product, that people have to decide. Okay, because there are many products which are harmful in nature, still they are advertised to. So advertisement in terms indirectly communicates or warns the people about the product, whether it is a good or bad. That is left to the people. Then assisting salesmen. So salesmen responsible to increase the sales. So advertisement is a handy tool for the salesman to increase the sales. So they need not communicate everything about the product, because once you advertise, people will come to know about the product. So it will be easy for the salesman to sell the products. And establishing image of the products. So how you can establish image in the minds of the customers? So by watching your advertisement constantly, people will come to know about your product. They will become familiar about your brand or your tagline, all these things. So once that is done, then definitely there is a image created in the minds of the customers. Then inducing dealers. So dealers are those who deal or who purchase a product and sell to the consumers. So they may be wholesaler, they may be retailers, okay, they may be middlemen. So how these dealers are induced or motivated to buy your product? It is through advertisement. So they will also come to know that there is something product, okay, there is something new product, there is something innovative product, so that they can also sell that product to different people. Then helping dealers. So last one. So dealers advertisement in terms, okay, in terms helps the dealers to sell the product. So what dealers want? Dealers want to maximize the sales so that they can maximize the profit. So how it can be done? It can be done through advertisements. So because people will come to know about the price, features, discount, everything through advertisement. So it helps the dealers. So these are the objectives of advertising. Then let us go to the last topic of this session, advertisement budget. So advertisement budget means what? See, in order to do or prepare advertisement in the form visual form or oral form, you require some money, okay. And there are some advertising specialized firms, they will undertake your advertisement project and they will charge you heavy fees. So it depends on the firm which undertakes the advertisement or which prepares the advertisement. So company need to allocate the resources so that they can effectively communicate through advertisement to the masses. So what is advertisement budget? So advertisement budget means projection of the expenditure to be incurred on. So it's just estimated expenditure. So this is what expenditure for preparing the budget to be incurred on advertising during a future time period. So what is the advertisement cost that is incurred for a definite period, for say 6 months or 1 year? So then it is an organized plan made out for the expenditure to be incurred on advertising during a period. So advertisement budget is not a unorganized plan, it is an organized plan. So what is organized plan? So everything is determined. What is the cost, when it has to be launched, what are the features, what are the different types, everything. So it's an organized plan made out of the expenditure to be incurred on. So what expenditure is company is looking for on advertisement, because the more the company spends on advertisement, more is the benefit. So then part of firm's overall budget. So advertisement budget is also another kind of budget, but it is also forming part of firm's overall budget. Then helps in planning expenditure and control the con control the amount spent. So helps in planning expenditure, so that you can easily plan how much expenditure that you are going to spend on advertisement, because there are some firms, advertisement firms, which charge exorbitantly. There are certain firms which charge not so costly. So the company or management has to select, okay, which particular firm which offers the best plan to advertise the product. So it helps in determining or planning the expenditure so that they can easily advertise their product. So this is what from this session. So in this session we have discussed the meaning of advertisement, and also we have discussed various objectives of advertisement, and at the end we have discussed advertisement budget. So I hope you've understood this session, and definitely we are going to see you once again in the next session. Till then, bye bye, take care.